Sunderland start the match, and the famous red and white stripes. They've had 2 home defeats over the last few days and badly need the points. And obviously their supporters who followed them down wondering could they provide a surprise this afternoon. Here's Sean Elliott. But it begs the question, just who is going to stop Everton in this winning run? John Bailey. Sharp. Long kick by Turner. Ratcliffe. Trevor Stephen. And Barry Venison back to Bennett. Sunderland playing with Walker and Wallace pushed forward, and the others, I would think, coming from midfield. Walker with the throw to Berry. Back to Walker. Curled in. Wallace was there! Oh, what a start! And Walker's cross for Wallace, who headed that in at the near post in the second minute. Well, the travelling fans from the northeast couldn't have wished for a better start. Ian Wallace clipped that in with his head on the near post, and it's the first goal that Everton have let in the league here at Goodison Park since New Year's Day. What a shaker for them. Trevor Stephen, but it might make a very good match of it. Here's Stevens, and now Sharp. Bracewell, who was brought down by Elliott. Now the fans here wondering, can Everton reply instantly? They've pushed Mountfield forward for the free kick on the far side. Gray's made an early run. It's Walker. Away by Daniel. Howard Kendall's team unbeaten since December the 22nd. But a goal down here in the second minute. Stephen. Sharp. Looking for Sheedy. Chisholm. Reed. Oh, and Venison it was who collided with Bailey. And the referee's given the free kick in Sunderland's favour. And certainly Venison's got the worst of it. Len Ashurst, the Sunderland boss, born in Liverpool 46 years ago, couldn't have asked for a better start on his return to his native city. Bennett for Sunderland. Mountfield to Stephen and back to Stevens. And on by Reed to Sharp. And here's Bracewell to Sheedy. Away by Elliott. Bracewell. Low in. And Gray's there. No. Bracewell drove it across. Sharp lunged first. Gray went in second. The ball went wide. Off Ratcliffe. Pickering's header. offside against Walker. Stephen, fine effort by Trevor Stephen. Gary Bennett caught momentarily. He just hesitated there, Bennett, and Stephen was in like lightning. Daniel. Offside, Wallace this time. Chisholm. Pickering and Berry and Wallace, and Pickering now comes forward for the first time. There are three the other way for him. Offside flag is up. Cummins, who made the forward run from Pickering's cross. Stephen. Now Ratcliffe. Reed. Into Gray. Stevens. It's a patient build-up this by Everton. Ratcliffe. Good drive by Kevin Ratcliffe, who's not a noted goal scorer. Indeed, he's only ever got one in some 190 first-team games, but the opening was there for the shot, and it came halfway through the first half, with Sunderland still leading thanks to a goal in the second minute by Ian Wallace. Here's Bailey. And now it's Bracewell. And Sharp. And Reed. Stevens is square. Corner. Gary Stevens with a firm drive. Turned round by the angle. Flicked on, and a chance for Mountfield, and it was scrambled away. Derek Mountfield's header, and look at the break with Wallace. He's got Walker on the far side, but he's offside. Much to the relief of Everton, who would have gone two down there, but for the flag. So, 1 minute, it was Mountfield with a header at the other end, which was scrambled away by Sunderland, and with Mountfield stranded, they then launched a counter-attack, and Wallace played the ball in for Walker, who was unhappy to see the linesman flagging for offside. And as Mountfield and co push up to look for the equaliser, the danger of a second goal on the counter for Sunderland is apparent. Having said that, Everton have had nearly all the play. And they force a corner again. Chisholm away from Sharp. Stephen. Bracewell. Gray's there again. Couldn't get the angle on the header this time. Walker. Bailey forward. Sharp and Bennett. Bumping and boring. Free kick to Everton. Now this is where Sunderland have got to get themselves organised, because if Sheedy decides to do what he did here against Ipswich and curl one, they might be embarrassed. Stevens, on the other hand, might fancy blasting one from there. They've got choices. Stevens, deflection, and Bracewell to Mountfield, onside. But Berry blocked the attempted pass and found Wallace. Bracewell, on again for Reed. Well played. Reed's cross, Gray! What a fantastic goal! Beautiful goal. 34 minutes gone, and Everton produce one right out of the textbook. Bracewell fed Reed on the right, and Reed's approach work there was sheer class. The cross that came in was low and inviting, and Andy Gray is the person to throw himself at those and score with a diving header. So the score's level, and Everton's possession pays off. And the player who scored was doubtful until this morning, but the courage that Howard Kendall knows so well when he signed Andy Gray, that was the quality he wanted, among others, has paid off again. Sheedy. Well, it was Andy Gray who put Everton in front at Tottenham with a tremendous shot on Wednesday night. So he produces a goal now from another part of his repertoire, and very welcome it was too for Everton and their supporters. Ratcliffe. Stephen. Stevens, and Turner having a dodgy period, but he held on well from Stevens' cross. Reed. Elliott's challenge on Graham Sharp was penalised. It's a free kick to Everton, and Mountfield is forward again. But Sharp was offside when it was taken. Great centre-forwards here down the years at Goodison Park. Joe Royle springs to mind, and Dixie Dean many years ago was a great header of the ball, and Andy Gray is that as well. Offside, Wallace. he's carrying the ball with confidence. Stephen. Pickering knew which way he wanted to go. Stevens is backing up though. And Bennett with the header out. Goalkeeper saying push out to the defenders, don't let them drag you back in. Sharp is up with Chisholm, here's Bracewell. Goes back again to Stephen. Gray's there again! Oh, I say! Another great header. Just 4 minutes after his first one, Andy Gray produces another goal which sends Goodison Park into rapturous applause and appreciation coming from all round the ground. Trevor Stephen got the ball back in with that lovely cross, but surely that is vintage Gray, just as the first one was. And if ever a man's career was reborn in the last 18 months or so, then it has to be the career of Andy Gray. Two memorable moments, and Everton lead 2-1. And only 5 minutes to go, they were a goal behind. So Gray, who scored a hat-trick here in the European game, is on another one now. Bracewell. Another corner. And Sunderland must fear every cross now that Gray's in this mood. Low into Bracewell this time. Stephen again. And now Sheedy to loft one in. And Mountfield is offside. He's offside. Walker's closing in, and Mountfield, Walker, and Stevens off the line. Brilliant clearance, he's injured, but it saved a goal, there's no question about that. Sunderland would have equalised, but for the bravery of Gary Stevens. There was that Mountfield tried to cut off Walker. Mountfield got a touch, and Walker may have done too, and Gary Stevens stopped the ball going over the line at the expense of a shoulder injury. But Walker was again the threat. So Chisholm for Sunderland as Everton play for the time being with 10. Stephen has gone into the right back position. Here's Walker. And Berry, and Cummins. And there is the injured player, hoping to get back on straight away, which he does to a big ovation, because he protected Everton's lead there, Gary Stevens, without a doubt. Gray's header again. Stevens. Stephen. half away again by Elliott. Sunderland have found it difficult to clear their lines. That's a foul by Bracewell. Bailey. Good ball, and Gray's chasing it again. And it was Chisholm who put it back. Lovely long ball again by Gary Stevens. His service from right back this afternoon has been exemplary. Free kick to Sunderland. Reid is the player being spoken to after a little scuffle with Stan Cummins. It's going to be Venison with the kick, short to Daniel, and back again to Venison. They're still queuing up. But on the break, it's Stephen to Reid. Gary Stevens has pushed on down the right wing here. He's waiting for support from the other side. Now Gray. Bracewell. Stevens to Bracewell. And in for Stephen. Good turn. And a chance again. Stephen, a lovely little ball in. It was Sheedy who went to try and finish it off but couldn't. And the whistle goes for half-time, with applause reverberating around this famous stadium, mostly in honour of a centre-forward whose performance there was of a classic mould. Two majestic headers by Andy Gray put Everton in front after they'd gone behind in the second minute. Well, since January the 1st, 1984, Everton have played 82 competitive matches and lost just 11. And people say, what was the turning point? And they think rather unkindly back to that Kevin Brock back pass at Oxford. I prefer to think the signing of Andy Gray and his influence at Goodison Park and on and off the field was a very big factor indeed. Reid. And here's Bailey. Bracewell is well forward. It's his turn and away by Bennett. Wallace. We mustn't lose sight of the fact either that Sunderland here are desperate to get back into this match and pick up some points. And Chisholm shows that desperation in the challenge with Sharp. Gray seemed to be balked a bit there. Bracewell. He's a good player, is Bracewell. No wonder Sunderland have missed him. In by Sheedy. And Cummins. Pickering. This is Elliott. Away from Reid. Stephen away from Pickering. Yes! Another superb goal. 53 minutes gone, and Everton are 3-1 up. Bracewell with that pass picked out Stephen. He did his job on the ball and finished in explosive fashion. A fabulous goal again by Everton, and this is now becoming one of their best performances. Certainly their finishing is of championship material. Walker. Well, what a marvellous move that was when you look back on it. The ball which Bracewell produced from left to right would have done justice to any grade of football, international level or whatever. Just shows the extent of Everton's teamwork. We've been playing for an hour now. Sharp. Here's Berry. Fouled by Reed. Everton, incidentally, have now scored 99 goals this season in all competitive matches, so they just want one more for that century. Wonder if it'll come in the next half hour. Wallace. Stephen. Here's Pickering, and this is Cummins. Bit of wrestling going on between him and Bracewell. Trevor Stephen. Floated that ball down for Sharp. Gray's away in the middle. Stephen with the attack again now. Really think we've got a very good England player in the making here. It's been said before that you shouldn't praise people too early, but my word, he looks a composed young man, Trevor Stephen. Here's Bracewell. And Gray goes for a fall, which he thought was a foul by Elliott. Referee didn't think it was. This is Wallace. Berry's waiting in the centre. Walker's there as well. It's Wallace again, and Walker. Walker may have handled that. Oh, a mistake by Bennett, but Venison is covering. John Bailey forward. Oh, Bracewell's there with the header. Here's Pickering. They're beginning to look rather isolated now, Wallace and Walker up front for Sunderland. Sharp is the target here. He's found Gray, but the bounce didn't favour him. Berry. Peter Reid shaken off there by Nick Pickering. Good play by the fullback. Took 3 players in the end to stop him. Cummins. Sheedy. Walker closing in, so is Wallace. It's Pickering who again made the approach, but it's Stephen with the pass. And here he is again, Trevor Stephen. Only Gray ahead. The other support is square. Here's Bailey. Now Sheedy. Reed. Calling Bracewell towards him. Gray. And now Bailey. Cummins. Berry. Looks for Walker. Elliott's head. Here's Gray. Reed's gone through the centre. Bennett. And Sunderland, to their credit, is still showing plenty of enthusiasm for it. This is Cummins. Venison. In their position, they've got to. Pickering getting forward more and more on that left-hand side now. They've got both fullbacks over there, and they're still finding it hard to get the ball among the Everton ranks further forward. Daniel. Wallace. Daniel again. Chisholm. And again. Venison. That could be an expensive pass, that. This is Stephen. Here's Reed. Stephen again, shaking off Venison, but then losing the place completely. Sunderland substitute is John Cook. Walker. Bennett. Off. Elliott. Oh, goodness me, nearly got that away to Reed. Bracewell, and they're in trouble, Sunderland. Gray to Sheedy. Off the defender, and in. Gordon Chisholm trying to stop Graham Sharp. And I think it's the man that put through his own goal on the day of the Milk Cup final, Gordon Chisholm. Well, that was bad luck, really, although Everton had Sunderland on the run from the moment they won the ball in midfield, and Gray found Sheedy. The cross was intended for Sharp, but it looked to me as if Chisholm, trying to cut it out, put the ball into his own net after 70 minutes. And that, believe it or not, was Everton's 100th goal of the season. The first one back in August was a bizarre own goal by Grobbelaar in the Charity Shield, and the 100th is an own goal by Chisholm. So Sunderland 3 behind now. Here's Daniel. Venison with the cross. Wallace is up here, away by Mountfield. There's a tactical change here. Trevor Steven has come across to the left-hand side to allow Harper, the sub, to play on the right. Chisholm forward, looking for Walker. Up against Ratcliffe. Well, he turned him well. Here comes Cook, the sub, forcing a corner. Bennett gets up there, a bit loose. Chisholm's in there too. Reed. Harper to Stevens, he lost it. To Berry, and Bailey's there to clear. Oh, he did better than that. He set Everton on their way with Sharp. Another good touch from Trevor Steven. He was fouled, but a good advantage played by Vic Callow, the referee there. Here's Sharp again. Oh, that's a bit strong too by Cook. Bailey. Good touch by Sharp, looking for Steven, and Turner out to meet him. Here's Pickering. He's played quite well in parts, but Everton just haven't allowed him to get as far as the goal line where he could get in a decent cross. Berry. Bailey in front of Cook. Oh, that's some ball to Gray. And Sharp is free. Oh, would have been offside, I think, anyway. Steven. Good effort. Oh! It was a great shot. But what a good pass from left back by John Bailey. Raking ball right across the pitch to Andy Gray on the far side. It came back eventually to Steven, and that shot whistled wide of the far post. The crowd figure this afternoon at Goodison Park is just under 36,000. Pickering. Walker's in the middle. Good tackle by the substitute, Harper. And now Gray. Oh, that's Elliott wasting it and putting them in trouble. Steven. The block, in fact, was by Elliott, atoning for it, rather. Here's Bailey. Cross to Harper. Stevens. And Sharp with the header back in, and Gray looking for his hat-trick. This time, no power in the header. Turner able to drop on it.
An unusual shot. He hasn't grown a tail, Neville Southall. That's his cap in the back of his shorts, just in case that sun comes out again.
Oh, it was a slice by Pickering. This is Sharp. Stephen in the middle, so is Gray. And Gray's coming in now. And the goalkeeper somehow survived on that occasion. Sharp with the cross. And here's Pickering playing more in the attack now. Buries forward, so is Walker here, only just offside, I would think there. Flag went up. And Walker disappointed for the second time in the match by an offside decision. Nick Pickering made it possible. He's had quite a good half coming forward. Man foul. Chisholm having quite a beleaguered time back there, but that goes for all the Sunderland defenders really. Everton 4-1 up, masters of the situation here. Gray, Stephen, away by Bennett. There's Gray. And Trevor Stephen to Gary Stevens. They've got width again on that side. Stevens attempting a shot. These grammar school boys combining very well again in the Everton ranks. Stephen and Stevens. Here's Gray. Bailey forward. Berry. Forward by Bailey.
free kick. Elliott on Sharp. So, 4 minutes left as Everton prepare for this free kick. Mountfield's made his run and checked. And Gray's come in again, and here's Stephen. Oh, and that was taken away from Sharp at the last there by Pickering. Here's Stevens. Dipping volley, which Gary Stevens hoped would come down just in time. Not quite. Sunderland can do now. That second-minute lead seems an awful long way away. They're looking more and more like champions as they go into a week with 2 cup semi-finals. Everton take 3 points here to confirm their position as championship leaders. A tasteful display of poise and thrust by Trevor Stephen, culminating in his goal. The 4th was Everton's 100th of the season in all competitions, and indeed they are now unbeaten in all competitions in 19 matches. No wonder the Goodison faithful applaud them off the pitch. Sunderland have got their own battle ahead nearer the bottom, but their supporters too were a credit today.
You could describe equestrianism as riding on horseback, but it's so much more than that. It's a bond between rider and animal. It's about building trust. It's forming the perfect partnership. Get it wrong and you'll hit the ground. Get it right and you'll be flying. The spirit of equestrianism, tomorrow at 7 on ESPN Classic.
This program is brought to you by Rolex.
Did you know that thousands of men are impotent because they smoked? Probably not, because they don't like to talk about it. Every cigarette you smoke causes fatty deposits that restrict the flow of blood to your penis. And this damage is happening right now. For help and advice on giving up, call 0800 169 0169.
Come into Comet and we'll tell you all you need to know about high-definition televisions and show you picture clarity that'll make you think you're actually there. Like this Sony 32-inch HD-ready LCD TV for £999. Comet, we live electricals.
Ding ding. Focus. Cells tab. Hand special. Whoops. Dental swoosh. Foreign patch. Fist paper. Yay. Sleeping Zeus. Free juice. Twice. Free juice. Box to box. Integration. Rack and pack. Buzzing. Buzzword. Growing. Row it. Planetary.
Email and MSN Messenger on your mobile.
If only everything in your house was nailed down as firmly as Norwich Union Direct's home insurance premiums. Norwich Union Direct offer great prices. Fixed for 2 years, right through to 2008. To sign up or switch now, visit norwichunion.com or call 0800 051 3252. You'll be happy with Norwich Union.
Hanging from a pine tree by my knees, sunshine through the shade. Nobody knows what it's all about. It's too much, man. Let it all hang out. Let it all hang out. Let it all hang out.
Brewed with citrus hops for an effortless taste. New Foster's Twist. Laid back lager.
Leg breaker Shane Warne. Australia's golden boy. The man who made sports history with the Gatting ball and whose bad boy behaviour has made him a tabloid favourite.
He's what we call in Australia a bit of a larrikin.
But with over 600 wickets to his name.
He is the best leg spinning bowler I've ever seen in my life.
Meet cricketing legend Shane Warne, Saturday at 8 on ESPN Classic.
Rugby now on ESPN Classic. It's all here, you know, and it's all dead good.
A very expectant Twickenham. It's a big day for England. Clive Woodward captured the mood when he said, this is no ordinary pool game. For us, the knockout stages have come early. And here now, they're forming up to do their own form of the haka, the Sippy Tau. The haka is a bit of a strange story. This one really is a war dance. England have made 6 changes from the team which went down to New Zealand. Will Greenwood's back after that hamstring twinge he suffered against Italy. Jerry Guscott was originally on the bench but comes in for the injured Phil de Glanville. Paul Grayson replaces Johnny Wilkinson at number 10. Graham Rowntree and Phil Greening come into the front row. Gareth Archer into the second row. And there's one new cap. Joe Worsley at blindside flanker. Now the Tonga team has been pulled together from 6 countries. Their players ply their trade wherever they can make a living. Japan, New Zealand, South Africa, England and Wales. And just a few staying at home. Watch out for Jonah Lomu's cousin, Johnny Kaloi, at flanker, and the talented Sateki Tuipulotu at fullback. His winning drop goal against Italy gave him that rare full house, try, conversion, penalty and drop goal in one game. Big drive and penalty now to England. Again, the pass wasn't all it might have been, but they weren't back 10, and Wayne Eriksson, you can see his right arm outstretched to signal that there's still a penalty on offer to England. They hope they won't need it. Vickery to Healy. He missed his kick, but Guscott gets to it. Vickery carries on, lays it back well. That was a big tackle on him. Now they've got space if they can move the ball wide. Worsley into the game for the first time. The new cap. Quickly taken by Dawson, gets the ball away to Delalio. Greenwood. Delalio going for the short route again, getting his hands on the ball and just driving. Dawson cuts inside. England's first try. Matt Dawson's 9th for his country.
And that's a lot of tries from a scrum half. Matt Dawson, you can't give him an inch. He loves a little tap and go. That starts the movement off. Greenwood tries to draw his man, doesn't manage it. Lugo does well. He's strong, stays on his feet. Delalio right at his shoulder, rips it out. Look at Dawson. Spots those gaps all day long and tends to go through them 9 times out of 10.
Off the back comes number 8, Tuipulotu. First driving, Fatani takes it on. The Tongans mounting their first attack. Oh, and they move it wonderfully wide. That's Tueti, Dave Tueti. Over he goes! And Tueti, the right wing, after a smashing set move. The Tongans opening England up like a can of sardines.
Certainly did. All came from the kickoff. Sloppy kickoff by England, led him in the game. Lovely back move, we all know they can run. Now we see Tueti, dangerous runner, you can't leave him with space. Lovely side step inside. Saw the line.
Sateki Tuipulotu with the kick. That looks good. Over it goes. And England know they're in a game. And the Tongans really getting the drive on at the base of the scrum. The ball there you can see ready to come for them. Just trying to time the run. It's Tueti. Sorry, it's Taupeafi, the other winger. Archer holds his man down. Oh, there's a gap appearing and nearly through it was Fatani. Must release it once you're on the floor. And Fatani didn't do that. He didn't quite have the support where he wanted it, so he tried to hold on until it arrived.
Referee for England, but good defence here. These Tongans take some tackling, they take some pulling down. They managed to do that. And now we see the Tongans holding on. It's got to come back immediately.
Grayson puts it straight up the middle. Perry. Oh, that is very dangerous. Now that deserves a yellow card in my book every time. Tapualualu, who had just come on, and now somebody's been floored. The Tongans have just lost their discipline completely, because if you topple a guy, watch this, that is very, very dangerous. Look at that.
Very dangerous, John. Cannot do that, that's neck and head. England players know it. Vickery reacts, he shouldn't have really. But it then sparks it up, it's all going off now.
The crowd over that side all yelling off, off, off. Well, so this is, if you like, the technical offence. And he's giving him a yellow card for that, quite rightly. Now, did they spot afterwards? He's giving Vickery a yellow card too for retaliation. But now, have we seen the end of it? No, we haven't. This is the crucial bit. This is the man who must have thrown the punch. It's Toe, I think. And the crowd are roaring for him to be sent off, and he has been. Galu Toe is off. Well done, the officials. They spotted everything there, Steve.
They certainly did, and they called it right. I think you can see the punch here. There he is, number one. No, you just can't do that. He's lost it. He's completely lost it. And he's got to go.
Good jump there from Kivalu. But they made a mess of it now, and they're going to have to set up again over the top. And they have made a mess of it. England have the put in at the scrum. A last chance of the half for them to add to their total.
Can they make them pay with the extra man? They should do.
They'll have a third try just before half-time. Healy feeds. It was out. England have regained control. Greenwood, wide it goes though to Beale. Out to Luger, goes for the corner. And a try. The pass wasn't perfect, but it was good enough. Luger had to just hold his stride for a moment, but then drew for the corner. His 9th try for England. And that's his 5th try in the last 5 tests.
And this is a good score. Nice back play. That's the killer pass from Nick Beale. They could have gone for the pushover, they didn't. Went the hard route, and that's the ball from Nick Beale. Lovely ball there. That's the one. Dan Luger left in space. Nipped in at the corner.
And the Tongans grouping, as you can see there, under their posts. They know that this game is slipping away from them. And the thing they were most anxious to do was to... oh, great kick. Great kick from Grayson. From the touchline, he converts it. And England leading 31-10. Martin Johnson, Richard Hill. Johnson trying to